I'm gonna give you guys a choose your own adventure here. So, what's that? Oh well, I could go a UFO direction, but there's also me murdering all my bandmates. And then there's one I co-wrote with Paul McCartney. Murder. You guys are a murder crowd anyway. I'll tell you guys, you know, in my family, sometimes it's hard to talk to each other, and so we write songs about each other. And that's easier. My dad does it. I do it. Josh does it. It's just how we do. But anyway, back in the day, we were very lucky when we were kids. We got into like a serious recording situation. Josh was 12 years old and tracking in like a real studio, listening back, you know, playing to the click, let's get rid of the click, you know, all that stuff. You know, and we caught the tail end of like actual like tape editing where they get a razor blade out and they actually cut the tape it back together. I was like, that's crazy. Doesn't that seem kind of crazy? But yeah, I mean, I'm sure they still do it somewhere. But it's probably very expensive. But anyway, it was our first studio experience, and we got a record deal, and so we're working on the record. And Josh and Chris, they're so good, they just laid down their tracks, and they're like, "Cool, see you later, bro." And they left me in the studio, and I was like, "Dude, like, you guys are my backup." Like, now I got like producers just like, kind of like ganging up on me. And we're like, where's my boys? So I felt I had a little bit of something inside that I had to get out. So I wrote a song where I got those feelings out. And Josh is so cool. Josh is like, dude, that should be the single. But the producer was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, I've been messing around with the key. Hope I don't F it up too much here. Way down, underneath my garden, wrapped up in some plastic. That's where you'll find the bones of Christopher John Bittner. He was the first slain by my hand, the bass player in my band. I could stand of the game. Well, it started with the little things. He'd make a mess, he'd break his strings, he'd book us gigs and then forget the dates. On practice days, he'd seldom show. By the time he did, it was time to go. In the studio, he finally sealed his fate. I put him way down, underneath my garden, wrapped up in some plastic. That's where you'll find the bones of Christopher John Bittner. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but Chris Bittner produced a couple of the Coheed records. Sorry. Where was I? He was the first thing by my hand. He was the bass player in my band. I had all I could stand of the game. Well, we played on through the summer heat, but Josh could hardly keep the beat. It seemed as though he drifted into space. Always upstairs drinking 40s, or outside chasing shorties. Well, I finally had to put him in his place. I put him way down underneath my bedroom, walled up in the basement. Yeah, that's where you'll find the bones of little Joshy Eppard. Not the first lane by my hand, he was the drummer in my band, but I had all I could stand of the game. Well, I guess that I've gone overboard, 'cause as I sit and strum these chords, they sure could use a bass line and a beat. And now the mirror makes me halt, and I realize it's all my fault. It's time to turn these murderous hands on me, and I'll be way down underneath the garden, walled up in the basement. Yeah, that's where you'll find the bones of guys without replacement. I'll be the last name by my hand. I'm gonna reunite the band, and we'll be in another land, all the same. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you. Thank you. So cool that we do this with you guys. Awesome. Great job. See you again.